Yes, hello, we are back again, and here you are today with Eric,
What's up, buddy?
businessman from
Obviously.
Kakuma. The guy that is
Yeah.
making money, and we're going to start the interview with him. We're going to talk a lot of things about business today. And Eric, welcome to the top.
You're highly welcome.
Yeah,
Pleasure to meet
this
you guys.
the
That's good.
Achievers podcast.
That is how
That's
it's
how we call it.
obviously.
So
Thank you.
welcome, man. How does it all start being a businessman?
It's not an easy way out. No, this is a different location. We're here in Kakuma. That is one of the thing, and one of the hardest place to survive. So if you don't have a survival means, you don't make it out here. Starting a business also requires a good foundation. Exactly. Being an entrepreneur, you must go under training. That is first to develop some skills to run your business, as it refers, and also you can get the skills, but lacking the financial support,
Yeah.
creating a strong foundation of a business to be established is not something that is easy. So you need to believe in yourself, have the self-confidence in you, and work it out no matter how the challenges face you. So creating a foundation wasn't easy for me. I tried my level best in the first place. It wasn't that easy, but I kept in. And up to this level, I'm sustaining a business here, and I'm happy. At least it's working, and I'm at least longing for more in future,
Yeah.
creating a new brand, and I extend it to bigger expansion here in Kakuma.
But you as a South Sudanese youth, bro, you see our people when like now most of the people that say the business is so crowded, there's so many business people in the camp, and they look at it and they see it as an obstacle. And they're like, no, there's so many markets and so many shops. So how am I going to survive in this hard way?
That is a mindset, of course. In every sector, in every country, there is business. Once you do this one, also another person can obtain the same business perspective as you.
Yeah.
But the only thing that makes you different from them is how unique you are in the same business category, how you run your business, how you initiate with your customers, how you offer discounts at some level, and the quality also of the products you're selling. I run a business here, another opens in Kalbe, another opens in Kakuman. That is part of competition because you can't run a business by your own self. So accepting the fair competition is when you sell things out of your own will, and make sure you sell legal things of quality products, and how you brand them to your customers. That's a major thing that makes people different. Most South Sudanese say like running a business, this one runs, another one runs here, it's going to be difficult even without trying. You see, that is the first way of failure. When an option comes in your mind, the first thing you need to go to the ground, make sure you have learned something, make sure you have tested, so that when you come and testify about it, it is something you did on the ground.
Yeah.
But when you're just saying like trying to open a business and it becomes a big deal on your own mindset, you've already switched off chances of you making out in future. So engaging with others like youth here, I told them to make sure they run it business effectively, and we can make a lot of things here. Just make sure you believe in yourself and be passionate about your work, and do anything as your level perspective wants you to work on it.
At the beginning, were you afraid of any competition in
At
the
the
market?
beginning, I wasn't afraid of the competition. I've never been afraid of competition ever since. The only thing I was afraid is how to start. Do you know the main thing in business is how to create a foundation that is so strong? Because in every aspect, even when your architects build buildings, there must be a strong foundation to make sure the building is strong and can survive for years and durable. So starting a foundation wasn't that easy. I tried my level best, and that's where my struggles began. And when I made sure I had a strong foundation, the competition is always fair, because whatever God decides to give you, even if you do what, He'll still give you. So you have a chance to get it.
Bro, you look like you started big.
No, I didn't start big. This was a micro business starting from the first point. We started out with perfumes, started with Jay-Z branding. It wasn't a boutique in the first place.
You told me these clothes were not there in the first place when you started.
This is the first place I started. This is the foundation. I started here. Many people know me here. Say Eric ran this, Eric ran this. They can't tell even without me talking. This guy started from this one is going to this level.
And
That's
did you have some skill before, or you just
skills?
learned?
No. I started randomly
just learned
because
the
it seemed like
process.
business was installed in me. I think so. But after that, I underwent training for JZ that offered greater chances and opportunities also here. It's been in partnership with Kenya for 60 years. That is the German government. So under economic sustainability within the county, they offered us a training that was much more uh, positive to the ways that we run business, how to control, how to track money, how to keep the records, every sort of thing. This one has helped a lot of people, not only me, I'm one of the beneficiaries, also the other teams outside there. So it wasn't easy, so with their
How
grip,
did you know in the first place that the business was installed into you? How did you
of
know?
course, I felt when I feel like I'm doing something, I must do it to my level best. When I say to myself, I'm working on this one, it must be successful, ever since I was a kid. So this thing was instilled in me.
But sometimes there's a fear that will drag you down.
Now, those
You feel
fears,
like,
I don't go with them, because once you fear something, the fear of something is always the the failure of anything in life. So when you fear, the likely chances of it happening are greater. But when you say, I can do this one, even your inner thing can say, go. You have a spearhead, go. Then you finish out with what you're doing. So believe in yourself, that's the first thing, and then create a chance out of anything. And then you make it up in life. That's how life is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But how do you see it? Like, how do you see money? There's a friend of mine.
Yes.
He gambles a lot.
Okay.
And there's time I asked him, now you are gambling and you're losing a lot of money, but you don't seem to give a damn. Like, you're just playing, losing money, but you don't care. How do you see money? And he say, I just see money like papers.
Of course.
But for me, I think for different people, different businessmen, it is a different story.
Different.
How do you see money?
Money. I don't believe in money, actually. I believe in skills. Skills create money. Money doesn't create skills. Okay? When you get a skill, the most skillful personnel you see around here has a wealth that is unmeasured. Nobody can take it from him. Okay? But when you have papers, you have money. These are papers, normal one. Somebody can come take it from you. You lose $1 million in 1 minute, you're gone. You see? But skill is still in you. You leave it for the rest of your life. You can create anything at any time. Make money at any time. You see? There's a difference between wealth instilled in you and there is money on the ground. Okay? So when you get a lot of money on the ground, people say this guy has, they have an access to that money. You see? But they'll never have an access to your skills unless you teach it out to them. You see, that's it makes a difference. So somebody who is optimistic about life, optimistic about learning new skills each and every day, is likely to be more wealthy than the person earning money on a daily basis without having the knowledge skill, because money can go one day, but skill you live with it for the rest of your life. That's what makes a difference.
So you prefer for us to pick the skill?
That is the first thing. In this modernization world we are in now, civilization has taken place. You must have a skill, learn skill each and every day to make a difference. And the skill you learn can make change, and transformation making changes can get you a lot of money. That is wealth in nature.
If everything is taken today, everything is just gone. Like you say, you have 2 boutiques. We're surprised when we only knew this one.
Okay, don't worry.
But now you say you have 3.
There's 3 modern brands are always out.
Okay.
It's always about business. Yeah,
The
some
biggest
things you keep it
bodies.
out. Bigger than bodies, and you keep it yourself. Even if they take all this one today, I can still open another one because
you
I have
start?
the skills here, I have the training, all of it.
How will you
That's how.
start?
I'll start it because I have my own financial status in which they are secretly, that is under secretive nature, because I know anything can happen and there's always a backup in every business.
Yeah.
See? So as a business person, entrepreneur, you must know this is not the only thing you rely on. You rely on something else. If anything happened, you rely on anything else. And that will make a difference between people who are making money and who are just joking around.
But there's something I've also realized about business. Like when you start a business, and what is the hardest part? Managing money or making it?
The most important thing that make people is not starting the business. The difficult part is how to manage business. You see, you can add a lot of money, but if the money drives you in a direction you want, you lose everything in one day. But making money is not a problem. You can come with a product, people know this product goes for this money, they give it to you. That is making money. But how do you track out this money to be used on it? That is expenditure part of it. That's the most difficult part. A lot of people get confused. You can get 50 Gs right now and you are used to 10 Gs. You start having confusion. Should I do this? Should I go do this, do that? You see, that's where the mindset goes. But if you're not fixed in mindset, you'll end up losing, getting a new direction, and you end up losing in business. So managing the business and managing the money is the most important thing in business. Where your money directs, where you personally direct your money to go to. Not earning. Earning you can earn, but where do you direct them?
But
Makes it.
how does it feel like trying to manage the money? Because you have your egos in you, you have your own personal life you want it. Like your life is not all about business.
That is it.
So how do you decide between like, let me just stop, let me just stay cool? Because sometimes you can feel like I'm rich, let me just enjoy.
Okay.
Let me buy this, let me buy this.
It goes like that.
Yeah.
Everything happens like that. Okay. That mind is always instilled in every human being perspectively. But one thing you need to know: when you have money, you have to be disciplined. That is the first thing. When you lack discipline, you lose control. In every perspective business or in every setup of any family, discipline is the most priority thing. When you don't have discipline, the money will discipline you up. You see, the money will drive you the way you want. You see, but when you have a discipline, you know this category, this budget goes to this one. When this budget is done, it's done like that. According to your finish, you cannot add anything. Your own interest will be there, but what is the purpose of you being there? It's for the business. So making sure there is money coming in and there is money going out, but you monitor. You can't be earning less and then you're spending more. That is already you're going bankrupt anytime. Okay, so you must be earning more, you spend less, and you monitorize how your money is being used because you're the one in charge. And when you let the money get in charge of you, that's when you trouble gets in.
You will wake up one morning,
and everything is boom. Money itself gone.
Start from zero again.
Zero one, man. It's gonna be hard. Traumatized, depression. It's not easy. It's not a story. People have heard this one
But
before.
people expect that business people, they have good life. They don't know what is behind the
That's what
story.
the community is saying.
Everyone
This guy,
expect
they
that.
see you running a business. This guy is going through a lot, a very good business. This guy is rich, but
Yeah,
what is behind the
Behind that,
scene? They don't know.
they don't
What
know.
you're going through,
You
how
might
to
go
monitor
bankrupt.
this money, the
The business
bankrupt,
might
the
fail.
debt. Sometimes you can lend out a debt somebody doesn't want to pay. Tracking that money becomes a problem. When you approach too much, it becomes a big deal.
fight,
Chaos.
yeah.
But you see,
Chaos.
it's your own money you lend out. You see? So such things happen, but the community doesn't get that. They only see what you're earning. These guys get a lot of money,
Yeah.
but what's outside? What is
They
behind the
don't
scene?
know.
They
Behind
don't
the
know.
scene.
So the suffering is always. So when you see any successful personnel try to engage in a secret manner, they will tell you what they went through in life, and actually making it to life, you must fail and fail, gear up, fail and fail, gear up, because
Bro,
you don't make
we
it
are
up.
feeling this because business is not easy.
It's not easy.
Especially as South Sudanese, just talk about this part.
Okay,
You are Eric, you are selling your courses.
of course,
I'm a South Sudanese, I know you.
Okay.
Maybe you are relatives or friends.
of course,
If I need to come and buy something from you,
of course.
I just give my money apart and be like, this Eric that is selling things. Why should I go and waste my money if I can just go and borrow?
You see,
And they come to you, they want to borrow, and they go to somebody's house and then they pay in cash.
that's what they do here.
How
Not
do you
even
deal with
only
that?
clothes.
How do you
That's
deal
what they do, and that's the most important thing here in this topic. These guys, when you have a lot of stocks, they can come and say, "Bro, you know what? Lend me
Help
this
me.
one. I'll help you next time. I'll bring in this date." You see, they
Yeah.
fix the date for themselves.
Yeah.
Which next time they're not going to promise on that date. You see, and then when they get their money from whatever they get in receiving their money, they go to somewhere where they can buy
You see,
using cash, right?
that's what the problem
And
is.
now you go bankrupt anytime because when you lend out so much, it affects the business
Yeah.
stocks in. You see, and personally, how I deal with this stuff is if the first time you come and you're my customer, I only have one rule. If I lend you something, it should be one. Okay? For the business, only one. If I lend you these trousers nowadays, maybe for that day, and you promise to pay next month, and you don't come with that money next month, forget about me lending you anything else. And I know how to track the money.
That's the trick.
That is
That
the
is
first
another
thing.
trick.
Yeah, because I know South Sudan is more sensitive in that factor. You see, somebody can use you up, and when they get money, they buy. You just hear stories from the other side. This guy went for a shopping of 12,000, but in your debt records, he has
Yeah.
8,000, but he doesn't want to pay.
Once you're
You see,
bankrupt, the guys.
once you're bankrupt, he's the first person
They-
to go and poison the entire community. This guy was running a
Has failed
business.
again.
He has failed. Huh?
Eric
Yeah.
has paid.
But considering that fact of failing is part
They
and
are
parcel of the group. You
That's
see,
correct.
they're contributing much to that. So to synthesize on that, most South Sudanese should work on one thing. Business brands, most of the communities running business now are majorly from different tribes. You see,
Yep.
South Sudanese running in this market, you can see they're foreign markets. They're not all of them. But it's not a chance that they don't get a chance that they don't get money to run the business. They get. But how do they manage the account of money they're using it? You see? It's become a problem.
Management.
So once you understand that factor, another fellow is running a business. Why don't you ask yourself, is it hard to run the business? If it's about training, can you attain the skills necessary to run the business? Set your rules. It's better I get you into trouble with you, but I don't get into trouble with the business. You see? Me and you, we can solve issues, but me
Yeah.
and business, we cannot solve
I
issues
can
if there
even
is
go,
not
man. I
transaction.
can
You see?
even go, and if your business is there, you are good.
You see? I'll rather
Solve
have
by
all the
yourself,
stock
yeah.
necessary, but when you pass there, you wanna hate me. It's okay.
That's up to you,
This is
bro.
about that's up to you. This is business.
It
eh?
is
Nothing
business.
personal. That's how it is. But you start a beef because I've not lent you something you wanted, and you don't know what made me to brought that thing. You see?
Yeah, you might have.
And the next stock you're coming here, you're asking when is the new stock, and you have the money. You see?
Bro,
It's a big deal. Eh? It's a kind of
Yeah.
shame to answer you, and you know the
You
issue.
can't answer that question.
That is a big
there's a
deal.
story of a guy that was in
Yeah.
the shop, and there's a certain guy that came to borrow money from
Okay.
him. Whenever the guy takes the money,
Okay.
you tell the guy, just take it later on when you're back, just let me know.
Right.
And every time the guy would come back with the money, he give them to the shopkeeper. The shopkeeper would tell him, I'm not taking the money, just put it there in that bucket.
Right.
The guy would always come with the money, put it in the bucket, and when it comes again to ask for money to borrow, just say, go to that bucket,
Take
you
it.
get that money, take it back. Every time the guy comes, this time the guy went, and he never come back with the money.
You see?
So, and he came again that time to ask for money to borrow, and he was told to check the bucket.
Check the bucket if there
Nothing
is
was
any
there.
banana.
Nothing was
You
there.
see?
And he said, but there's nothing.
It's
there."
ironical,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
see?
You have it.
Yeah. You want to give me money on a daily basis, I keep it in my account, and then you come, you want to lend more than that. You see? Check the bucket. You see any? Get it. If you don't see any, walk out. That's the rule. That's how life goes, man.
Business is hard, man.
So business, it's
Business,
mindset,
the
it's
life of
mindset,
business is
it's
not that
mindset,
easy.
yeah.
But today we are going to focus more on South Sudanese, bro.
Right. Most of
We are
them.
South Sudanese. We
course.
have the money sometimes, and we don't do business. Why do you think Somalians or people from Sudan are better than us in business? What do they have that we don't?
They have unity and perspective unity. They have respect. They fear God. You know, most of us fake things, okay? These guys, most of them, you see them going to mosque, right?
Yeah.
They have the brotherhood thing, you see? When you see a fellow brother trying to start up something, they back you up. It's a fellow Muslim, it's a fellow personnel, back him up, you see? The person grows in respect and response to the brotherhood they're in and the unity,
Yeah.
and acknowledges the market, loves him or her, okay, pertaining the business. It doesn't matter the kind of business, how micro the business can grow to macro, you see?
Yeah.
They finance it. But ask yourself, who is this person? From which tribe? Why am I helping?
Helping.
So many details.
His uncles
You
are
ask
outside. You see,
yourself.
they're quoting. But somebody has started something that one way or the other might help you or your kid in future. But you don't know. The only question is about
Different
tribalic
names,
matter, tribalic things. See, such things happen sometimes and it bring a problem. That's why most of South Sudan, we have the resources necessary to start anything, but we don't do it. We ask a lot of questions. Why we don't work on it first, and then a lot of questions comes later in future. You see, that's where the difference comes in. So we have the largest amount of money we can make anytime. We have our brothers outside who can finance us. But one thing, you get addicted to being sent money
I was about to ask you that.
for your own benefits. You want to run monthly.
Yeah,
You
it was.
expect your mindset is fixed.
Yeah.
Monthly, I'm expecting $50
Yeah.
from so and so. So I'll be just there.
Instead of
Why do
using that
business for
$50,
what?
Just
Let me just
for
live.
Business.
money.
And that one is also have two ways: the person sending you money and the person receiving the money. The person sending you money is making you to be a lifetime lazy personnel or base. You don't work, have anything to work. Your mindset is fixed on something. Then every month, certain date you must.
You get it for free.
And if you don't get it, you become angry. Your emotions are
Yeah.
involved. You see?
Yeah, yeah.
Why are you not sending the money and say it's past the date? You see? Because that is how
And
you
right to
how have you
complain,
been
yeah.
treated. You have accepted to be treated the way you want.
Yeah.
That person wanted.
Yeah.
And also you, the person receiving the money, you can't work on anything because your mindset is
Yeah.
fixed on money you're getting. But instead of creating an idea to your brother, fellow brother
generate
outside,
you
idea.
generate an idea
Yeah.
that is going to be financed by the person you love, that is going to sustain even your family without every month contacting the person. You see, there's a difference in that. That's why you get most of the Somalis, you get most of the Habesha, you get most of the Asian, the other guys. Okay, they have one thing in common: generate an idea that will serve the
Then we'll
community.
plan
You
Yeah.
see, instead of sleeping, calling your brother every month, sending you something. See? That's where the difference comes in. That's where South Sudanese, we are lagging behind a little bit, but Somalis are spearheading. You see now, the Republic of South Sudan right now,
Yeah.
you go to Juba, most markets are being run by the outsiders. Those are
So
foreigners, you
many
see?
men,
So many of
many.
them. But you ask yourself, your father is a general, generating thousands of dollars each and every month. What are you doing? You don't have a set-up apartment, you don't have a business. That is the mindset you want to live in for the rest of your life. And that's what we want to transform. Different generation taking in perspectively. Why these people are growing. If there are resources, we have more resources than any other country within East Africa. You see? And we are a population of around roughly 11 point something million. Other countries are running 50 million, you see?
Yeah.
But they are sustaining themselves on that factor. So it's about hearts and the mindset, not even the government. You, your personal. What are you saying? What do you want to do? How to get it? Go get it. Don't wait for somebody to do it for you. Now your uncle doesn't want to do it for you. You go gossip your uncle is this. Why don't you want to do it for yourself? There's a question. You see? This one challenges you up and you
That's what
find
President
yourself.
Ruto said.
Yes.
He told Kenyan that I'm not going to come to your home, to your family, buy for you food, buy for you soup or whatever you want to eat, because that's not my responsibility.
Go out.
Your responsibility is to do that, provide for your family. All I need to do is provide security I need, make the roads and all this.
Stabilize the
The rest of
government
the thing,
and stability.
I use.
Like now in South Sudan, South Sudan is used. We are now in Kenya,
Right?
but most of the time we don't send money to South Sudan.
Of course.
None of us do it.
Of course.
Maybe some few people.
Few people.
But it is
Few.
hard, and that's the one thing that is taking our economy down.
You see?
Because we are outside, we don't send the money inside, and the people that are in South Sudan are sending
sending
money
out.
outside.
You see?
There's no income for the country.
No income.
But I
No development.
yeah. But what do you think about South Sudan youth that say, I cannot do this kind of business, I cannot do this kind of jobs? Like now, you just see the market.
Okay.
There's some of the jobs we call dirty jobs,
Okay.
or youth don't do it.
I know.
We don't sell
There's
water.
that mindset.
We
don't
don't
sell
sell water,
We don't sell eggs.
eggs.
We don't do this. We are South Sudanese. What do you have? Nothing. In quotation, nothing at all.
But we have some
There is no
people.
business here on earth that is written for certain people. You want to go for future, go look for something. You want to make it up, go look for something. Different people started with selling eggs. Others sell bread in the morning. Others sell water here to make you survive in other indirect way. But the only thing you have is a hating mindset that you need a white collar job, that you must be in the office, you must have papers. What if you're not educated?
Type
What are you
some.
going to do for the means of living? So there is no job meant for certain people, okay?
Yeah.
Yes, I
Everybody
cannot
can
do
go
this
into
because
find a
I'm a
job.
Dinka, I cannot do this, I'm Nuer, I'm Ethiopia, I'm Lotuka, I cannot do this one. Let me just stay. Stay and do what? Begging? No, that's not what we do, okay? Struggle, man. Strategize your mindset in doing whatever you do. And one thing people need to get off their mind is this one. This is the first thing I said when I started business. If you do a business, people will talk.
Yeah.
If you don't do a business, people
will
will
talk.
talk. If you stay neutral, people will still talk. So why do you mind? These human beings are meant to talk in every situation.
Either you fail,
So
either you win.
fix that mindset. If I don't even work, they will talk. If I work, they will talk. If I do something good, they will talk. Let them talk.
The
Do
environment
what you
will-
want.
The environment will
Yes, do what is your heart desires you, your interest, you see, and make a difference. Once you do something that they think it is unbelievable to do it, you see,
Yeah.
and when they see the results are
result.
outside, the impact,
They
they use
press.
the other way around. These guys
Oppressing.
are chameleon, bro. They come and say, bro, you know,
We
I
knew.
knew
this
it.
guy,
I knew
man,
it.
this guy
We knew
is
you're
so
gonna make
strong,
it.
man.
I knew
The
it.
other dark side, they've kept it the other side. If you had failed, they have the same dark side for you. You see?
Yeah.
Why will you mind them? Work on yourself, upgrade yourself, make a difference in life. You've learned here in Kenya, you've learned in Ethiopia, you've learned to socialize, and the most important thing, you keep it as a community, you'll never grow. Step outside the community, you learn something new. Those people will learn something new from you. Engage, socialize. Don't have a privileged mindset of saying, I'm from this community. I don't want to teach these people. I'm this
Yeah.
from this community. Why would I engage? What do they know? Once you, your mindset will never go far in future. That is the first thing you need to get off. Socialize. You're here. You met different people. This is a camp.
Yeah.
Different nationalities.
So many nationalities.
I've engaged with Somali. I've engaged with Dinka. I've engaged with Nuer, Lotuko, Burundi, Ugandans. And they can tell. When you ask somebody who's Eric, they tell this guy, we've known him for a while, you see. But it was never meant. We met here by mistake, coincidentally, and we knew each other up to this level. Our friends everywhere I go, you see. And people ask like, why do you talk with different people and you're from those hatred mindset? I say
Yeah.
that is up to you. You see, everywhere I go, I link up with people. That's it. That's how mindset is. Okay,
That's very important, bro.
very important, man, in life.
Because if you left South Sudan and you're now in Kenya, but you're still living with South Sudan, you're just surrounded with your Dinka friends. You're not in Kenya.
You're not growing.
You're not in Kenya. You're even in South Sudan.
You see, when you go back, what are you going to tell them?
Nothing changed.
What you learned?
You go back the way you
Some
came.
you spent 6 years,
The way you
okay,
came.
language is a problem right now. 6 years, you don't know Kiswahili.
You
You've
don't
been
know
in a
English.
country, you don't know English. Okay, you went to school, you finished. I don't know which level you used to finish up the school. I don't know. You're going back. You don't have anything. You get somebody talking in Kiswahili in South Sudan and you get upset. You want to fight. For what? Engage.
Ignorant.
Okay? Ignorant will kill people. Let me tell you. If you want something, go for it. Don't ignore things
don't
and
ignore.
expect them to be okay. Nothing comes in a silver platter. You must work for it. That's the rule of business. That's the rule of life. Okay? You want something, get it. And this mindset has always let us down as South Sudanese. Why would I do this? I'm not from this tribe. Why would I do this? I'm not from this tribe. So these things makes total differences and need to
But
change.
when you were started, did anything discourage you, or did somebody give you like?
They talked. Do I mind them?
What's the worst
Like them
thing
by
you
it.
ever had?
They say like, oh, who is this guy? Do you think you're gonna manage? Some people were here doing business some years back then. Do you think you're going to make? They failed. They went back. I said to myself, I didn't say to them. I said to myself, those are the people. This is Eric.
These niggas come
Yeah.
prepared, bro.
You see?
They have even a
They
list of people that
They
have.
are,
Yes, they have the list. These people have failed. Huh?
They
They have
give
the
you
whole
the
list.
consequences.
They have the
how
whole
they,
list.
how they fail.
Yeah.
That's what
Say,
They will
like,
tell you
"Alright,
everything.
that's gonna do it. Okay, then watch me then. This is Eric. And now, where are the information? They have gone.
They have
Nobody is
gone.
around. Huh? Somebody say, hi Eric, you still there? Say, I'll be there. I'll be there. Don't
Forever,
worry.
forever, ever.
Hey.
But Eric, the most valuable lesson you have learned in life that drives you up now, that kept you going, even if this happens, this thing will stick in my mind. I will get up again and do something else. Although
One thing is this one in my life. I've learned something. If you fail, don't start blaming others and don't start blaming yourself. Okay? If you fail in life, first thing, don't get up. Stay down.
stay at
Get the reason as to why you fail so that you don't fail next time. You see? When you get a reason as to why you fail, you fix it on your own self. When you get up, you know I failed for this one. Next time it's happening.
Not
It's either
happening
you
again.
fail for another thing, but new thing, but not the same thing. You see?
You have to get up
When
when
you
you're
fail
ready.
twice in the same thing, you're stupid, kinda. Because you never learned the lesson as to why you fail. You see, that's the most important I learned ever in my life. When I fail in this,
You don't get up.
I don't get
Think
up.
fast.
Think fast.
I
Get
think,
ready and then.
And
what
then
is
you dust
this?
yourself up.
This thing will never happen again.
This is a good thing.
I gear up,
I'm
This-
saying
then I
this.
go it up.
We have
That is
learned
the
from you.
most important thing in life.
But there are some things we have
Yeah.
learned from you now.
Yeah, that is most
I'm taking
important.
this, bro.
People learn from each other, man.
Yeah.
You fail, get a reason as to why you're failing. Fix it, get up. Don't listen to them. They'll still talk even if you don't fail. They're
Yeah,
neutral guys. These guys were born to talk everywhere you go. It doesn't matter. Human beings are the most
You use me
scary things
as
ever
the
in
funny
our
creatures. So what's
Yes.
even being at the
different species, man.
Let them just talk, bro. Because the most important thing at the end of the day, you're the one that's going to pay your bills.
That is it.
yeah.
None of them is going to do nothing.
Nobody's gonna do anything for you.
They,
Yeah.
they,
They
they can't
just
do
have
anything.
compliments, and compliments are just what? Let them talk. I don't care about them.
Your life is yours.
Yeah, life is mine. I know how to deal with it. Everybody has a portion of life. Okay, I cannot come to your life and fix it. No, you fix it yourself. If you don't want to fix it, even if I force it, how it can. Your inner thing will tell you what are you willing to speak.
The,
You know
the,
what's
Eric,
good for you.
now people blaming the environment they are in, like Kakuma. Anyway, we find ourselves. We
I've
say,
had that, I've
if
had
I
that.
live out of this, I will succeed. If I go to Sudan, wherever I
Let me
go,
tell you.
That's
Let me
a
tell you
lie,
a story
bro.
about
success
that.
will come.
Okay?
Success will come.
Kakuma existed
That's a lie.
a couple of years ago, right? And people have been here. Greater people have been here. Others have gone abroad. But one thing you'd let me tell you, Kakuma is one of the best
Place.
thing ever happened in everybody's life. Though we came here, we didn't choose to come here. Okay, that was a different way out. But according to coming here, we've learned a lot of things. We've struggled through all racism factors, insecurity issues, water scarcity, food rampant stories, a lot of things. Interaction differently with communities, we will engage in fighting. But at the end of the day, we've learned a lot of things from each other. And struggles mean success, in other words. The more you struggle, the more you learn. And the more you learn, the more you become successful in life. So those are different things. So if somebody quotes that you're in Kakuma and it's the worst place, the condition is taking me bad. You know, if I was in Chicago, I would have made a difference. My friend, let me tell you, Chicago works for the brave people. If you are hard work, and hard work doesn't start in an environment wherever you feel like, it starts in you wherever you are.
Yeah.
You see, if you're in Kakuma, you're struggling, you're a hard worker, chances of you making out in other countries is very easy. You see, how many people have gone to abroad right now and they want to come back? Reason is
Some
what?
don't even pay rent, bro.
Bills are problems over there. You want to
Hard
sleep the
work.
whole day.
Hard working.
You have bills to pay, bro. Nobody's paying you. If you don't pay bills, you're homeless. Street. And your uncles here in Africa, they are calling you. They said you're working. You're not working. You're not paying bills, bro. Life is hard on the other side of the world, and it's because you didn't realize as early as possible. Well, you're being a young personnel in this youth factor, you need to learn things as early as possible so that you catch up with the old system. When you're lag behind and a lot of things happen, and when you try to now gear up in the later future, it affects you because once you continue growing, your mindset also slows down. You see?
Yeah.
But once you're sharp right at this youth age, you can monitor anything at any time. You're hardworking, the energy is there, the spirit, you can do anything. But when you realize it that Kakuma, the weather until when?
You feed your mind with nonsense.
Nonsense. You want the cool weather, you go to Nairobi. So
You
what?
come
After
back.
that, you come back to Kakuma. What have you achieved? Nothing. So you stay on your own gears.
I don't even know how some people become comfortable. Like they're staying in somebody's home, and you're like, yes, I'm good. You're not doing anything. You're not earning.
That's the
anything.
worst
You're not
thing
even
ever,
in school.
okay?
You're
Especially for a
comfortable
man.
to be in a cool place.
If you're a man, never let somebody stay in your home. Never ever.
We think that's the problem to us also, that's why we are not making it hard.
That is one of the factors, in fact. You just somebody say, okay, let me go to my uncle's. My friend, your uncle has responsibilities. Has bills to pay. Okay? Has family. What are you going to do there? Extort? You're doing extortion.
Yeah.
Huh? It's like to extort what you never build, you see? You don't have anything you add on the bills, you don't have anything out on the table. You just wake up, you go do your own stuff, coming back later. Make sure there's breakfast. And when certain times when there's no sugar, you don't mind. You start complaining, why there's no tea today? Do you know what is bringing the tea on the table? You don't have anything to do with that. You're struggling. And the only thing is just calling your uncle, you know, we are suffering so bad, even we're almost dying. Continue dying. So that you wake up. Yeah, you'll wake up to get yourself in a state whereby you know what is good for you.
Yeah.
Because that is not bringing any sense. So if you're engaging, it's not bad to have relatives. You visit them, you stay
Yeah.
a little bit, but don't overstay.
Know what you're doing.
When you overstay in something, that's where the problems start. Even when you do something more than it is expected, when you eat much more excess, you have a problem with the stomach. You'll have stomach upset.
Yeah.
That is
You
obvious.
drink beer more, your mindsets go blow. Everything, poison. So your mindset should not be in that factor, and that is going to cause the major problem in South Sudan is overstaying in something. You're offered help, you want it to be always. When you're offered help once, learn from it, go away. Go make a difference.
Yeah.
And our country will go forward, bro.
Okay, man. It's been fire, man.
Right. It's hot more than ever.
Enjoying the conversation, and we have a lot of things to discuss. But right
That's
now, the
most
time is
important.
up.
That
We
is
have to go
okay.
back to making money.
That is it.
Yeah.
Part of it is
So it's on next
making a
time
section.
we can discuss more.
You're highly welcome.
Okay.
Anytime, feel
We'll be
free.
back.
Yeah. Talk to your people, bro. What advice would you have for them?
This is for those guys who consider themselves like they cannot do anything until they are forced by somebody. This life is yours, bro. When you decide to do something, you set up your own discipline, you set up your own principles, you work for it. And there's no job meant for anybody. Okay, that's the first thing. Go do that job, make a difference. When you earn something, it is better than staying without anything. Or it's better than staying considering somebody to send you money every month, making you lazy for the rest of your life. This is for South Sudanese, okay? Make a difference in your own life. And when you fail, don't get up. Stuck there. Get the reason as to why you're failing. Get the reason so that you don't fail next time in the same situation, in the same spot, okay? And when you do that, you'll always be successful. These people here, all of them are successful. These guys making billions. They fail more than 1,000 times.
Yeah.
They made difference. And that's why we're here. A good thing we made a chance by to go into other countries, exploring different nationalities, interacting within different cultures. You have to go back, you have learned something. Don't keep your mind in the below area where your mind was some years back then. Make a difference, okay? Take a ladder, step by step. Learn new skills each and every day. Make a difference. And business is not difficult. It is you who is difficult. So next time you hope for something, seek advice. And when you have something, don't just say, I'll keep it for myself. Tell it to your brother. Your brother might help you in one way or the other. That is the rule of business, and that's the rule of living. Don't keep things to your own self. Yeah, those things happen. So stay tuned each and every time.
Okay, that's fire on this Eric and dude. This co-host deal.
That is it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yo, nice to meet you
We had a
guys.
nice time
Have the
with you.
best time.
Next time,
Anytime,
next
time.
you feel free.